Hey guys, Free Tip Friday, and this week's tip is how to build a thingamajig. I don't know what to call this thing. I just came up with it while I was building. Am I talking loud? Probably. Came up with it while I was building my wife's jewelry box, and I wanted to build kind of a treasure chest style box with an arched top, and I wanted it to be carved. And I was like, how do I make this carving arched and then have it hollow on the inside? And then I came up with this little jig, which is just a door skin, 1/8 door skin that I just screwed a couple of straight pieces of 2x4 onto as fences. And those act as guides. This is actually made for the other part, so this doesn't quite fit in here, but you understand the process if you just look at it. It's very simple. So I've got these stop blocks that I've screwed in here, and it's centered. This jig is centered on the fence, clamped on both sides, so it's not going anywhere. And you set your piece in here, and you just raise up the saw a little bit at a time, a small 1/8 of an inch, and just slide the piece back and forth. Raise it up. Like the sound effects? Raise it up. And you just hollow it all out. And it was really cool to watch this. I think I might have some footage of it. I have to go back and look because I started building this project like a year ago and I had to put it on hold. So I'll try and find the footage and put it in the project video. But it worked like a hot damn. And it was so cool to like watch this. Like I was like kind of freaking out thinking it might blow up or suck the carving down into the blade or whatever. But slowly, sure enough, the blade just came up perfectly and just cleaned out all the solid maple that was behind here, right? That I had been chiseling and it was all dinged up and ugly. There was really no way to flatten it or make it smooth. And I wanted to have the walnut backdrop, right? So the blade just came in, cut out the back of the carving perfectly, and just had to do a little bit of cleanup work on the profile, and there you go. So now the next step. So this piece sits inside here like so, right? Gives it that beautiful walnut background. But I don't want, this is really heavy and dense, right? Because it's such a big piece of wood, and I don't want to open up the jewelry box and have it flat. I want it to be concave, so I'm going to do the same process. So this piece just slides in here like this. I've got it stopped on each side where I want it to stop, and I just slide back and forth. And I'll hollow out this side. It'll be a perfect little walnut barrel chest. So that's a sweet way to use your table saw to cut inside curves, and obviously this will only, with a 10-inch blade, it's only going to give you a 5-inch radius arch. But if you put smaller blades like circular saw blades, 6.5, 7.25, 8.25, whatever sizes, or if you have a bigger table saw, you can put 12-inch blades. So there's a lot of different ways to get tighter radiuses or not so tight. But if that ever comes in handy, just remember, it's a thingamajig. Till next time, Summer.